Hey guys, Frankie Tech Lord Taylor here to talk about Morpheus Connectors. So I'm gonna fire it up here and give you a general overview over what the connectors are supposed to do. So the connectors are work similar to sockets and bones on a 3D mesh. The idea is that these are soft and basically virtual references that are attached to these objects, so that the system knows what can be connected and what cannot be connected, and where they can be connected to. And this is going to be used for attaching weapon parts, vehicle parts, armor parts, and any other parts that need to be attached together in a smart way. So what I wanted to do when I thought about how I would go about implementing this system into Morpheus, I wanted to take advantage of all the feature sets that we have with the static mesh manipulation that we currently have. So the idea that I came up with was simply to create a particular naming convention that when the system identified this, parsed and identified a specific name for a mesh, static mesh, it would treat it a certain way. And this was an easy way to associate a name of a object to a static mesh. Okay, so I have here two character meshes here, for example, and one of them is the standard size mesh and the other is the large mesh for visuals, for testing in visuals. All right, so what I'm going to do is go to Object, Smart Shapes, Morpho Connector, select the connector, then go to Sprout. And what Sprout will do is simultaneously spawn and attach the object to the entity, character entity. But first I need to pick that character entity to do that. Alright, let's go to Sprout. Okay, so we sprout essentially just a mesh that's named to be the Morpho Connector. And to demonstrate all the feature set that you would have with any other mesh, here I'm gonna just demonstrate that by doing a little painting and adjusting like you would any other shape. So let's go here, go to orientate, modifiers, and I'm just gonna fix the rotation on this. Alright. Oh, I did pretty good on the first try. Alright. Other features to come will be viewing features or functions that would snap you to first front perspective, side, and your side perspectives, top down perspectives. Alright, I'm just going to paint this shape. Since it's here, I'm going to make it a nice shiny metal. Alright, and just to, I don't know if you can see the reflection there, but it's nice and shiny. Okay, so that is our first connector on character 1. Another thing I was doing was testing how the armor plating system would work in here, and so for fun I want to add the mesh that I was testing with here for that. Alright, we'll just spawn that into the world. There we go. And now we'll align it up here with the mesh. But why I have it separate, I actually spawned it independently so that we could get a decent orientation on it. Now what I want to do now is I'm going to actually select the character mesh there, and I still have some debug text here that I need to get rid of, and then I will attach this to it. And I need to add a better feedback. We're going to improve the feedback so you know what parts selected and what mode you're in. Okay, so currently we are attached. Alright, and rotate. Alright. I need to add some additional utilities so that the orientation is awareness is improved. Alright, oh wow, not too bad. Actually, the armor needs to be in the armor size scale needs to be increased a little bit. That's what I realized here with this testing. And I probably need to do a slight adjustment here just to hide some of this, because I don't need to put maybe an additional function that does a better job of snapping to the orientation. So hey, there we go, and that is the current set armor that I'm working on. I call that the overskin. And I also want to paint that just because I saw a nice red earlier that I liked, and we'll paint that, get rid of some of that metal and add a nice little shininess to it. And like all other functions with the standard static meshes, they are replicated as well. Alright, so we have here our first connector that's assigned to character, we'll call him character 1. Okay, now I'm going to go on the server side and spawn a new connector on character 2. Let's see here. Alright, so we have a connector, and I'm just gonna, this is some debug text I put in here so I can figure out where things are attaching, and this is currently to the head, which is what we wanted. Oh, I think I sprouted another one of these. Let me delete that. Alright, and I'm going to orientate this. Put it to the back of the head. Guess we could have left it in the front. Probably would have reduced the amount of fixing I need to do right now. Alright, let's see. Eventually just gonna have to get to a point where we stop. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Now Well, let's see. Just a little bit more. Okay. And for fun, we're going to paint this. We're going to paint this a nice emissive violet. Now, previously I put this too high on the emissive multiplier, so we're going to go a little bit less. Nope. Alright, cool. Alright, so in order to attach these connectors, you select them with the standard mechanism that you use to select multiple meshes to move them around and orientate them. So we're going to just go unselect here, and how that there's actually a order. So the first mesh that you, or excuse me, the first connector that you select is the one that you're going to move to, and the second one is the let's call that the destination. Okay. All right. So and this should work when we go to snap it, and it did not. And this, we'll give it one more try here, just on the selection, and maybe okay, we did select on that one. All right. Let's go ahead and clear our selection. Go unselect. Okay, we selected that. We selected that. All right, and now we snapped to that connector. Yay! So that is the base functionality for the connection system is working. Thanks for watching.